hair, swimming hair, swimming hair. Hi, hi, yes, people, it is me, Miss Jarena Star, and I am back with another vlog. So today I am covered in my swimming hair. So it's literally fresh out of a wash, and my hair takes a week to settle down. Coming, let me come back. Well, so I just want to do a quick video. Basically, I want to talk about this so-called aura. I've noticed, like, when I go into certain spaces, and it's mostly with white people, white men, white women, they stop talking. Something about me. As soon as I walk past, they stop talking. You know, I do my best to avoid eye contact and just go about my business, but I've never really I've tried to ignore it. I'm just somebody like in my own bubble, my own world. But lately I've noticed they stop talking when I enter the bloody room. And I'm like, and it's just so obvious because there could be about like 6 of them in the room. Like today, I must have gone into this place where it's kind of like it's like a new development, and then they have like this area where you can go in and charge your phone, and so it's a new like latest development, and they call it a welcome place. Everyone is welcome. But when they say stuff like that with these new developments, it doesn't involve people like me. We're not welcome. If you look at the developments for gentrification around London, we're not in the plan. Like when you see the people walking, it's always white models that they put, like visually or in model form. We're not included. Even though they may be developing the land where we live, a lot of these developers are racist and don't want black people there. Like they are anti-black. So I just said to myself, I said, I know they're going to be uncomfortable. I know they're going to make it awkward, even though they clearly put everyone welcome place, chill place. I thought, let me go in there with my black self. Because sometimes I play games like I'm like, okay, let me just see how they're going to react. And I thought, they can't kick me out because it says a welcome space. So I turn up with my black self, with my aura self, because apparently I have this aura, went in, and if only like it felt like a pin had dropped, because the workers at the front desk, you know, they were East European, they were just like, oh, hello. I said, oh, I just need to charge my phone. And the woman was like, oh, you can go and charge right in the corner. You know, she was pleasant enough. So I went in the corner, thinking, let me just try and like be a little wallflower and blend in with the environment. Very hard when you're me, because wherever I go, I stand out. And I went in the corner, charged my phone, was behaving, and then I had a look at their little development video, which is, you know, and noticed there was no black women in it. And I thought, okay, it's too early. Don't start getting militant. Don't mention it, because already the fact that you're in the same room, they feel uneasy. But exactly how I imagined, their little development model shows every single race, white women, the odd black man with a white man, with a white woman, but not a single black woman in the promotional video. And I said to myself, shall I say something? Shall I say something? And then some clearly white men turn up, 5 of them, very smartly dressed, definitely part of the development. They go there and have their little business meetings because, they're all about bros culture. They like to have their meetings without any ethnics or women in there. And I'm there in the corner. They look pissed off that this person, they tried not to make it obvious, but they look pissed off that this person had entered their safe space. And then I was just like, okay, this should be interesting. Let me just watch them, because I love to make people feel uncomfortable, especially people like that. And then they were having their little discussion, and they could see I was looking, because when I look at someone, I also have that powerful vision where, like, it's piercing, and no matter how far away I'm in the room, you can notice that I'm watching. So I made it clear, and I was just sitting down, just watching, like, and also trying to listen, because I have very good ears. I was like, this should be interesting. Let me hear their little development conversation. And they couldn't speak because I was there in the corner watching and listening, and I'm not the right person to be listening to their little private conversation, which obviously involves scheming and gentrifying and getting rid of Londoners, undesirables. And yeah, so they were a bit unsure, like, who I was and why was I bold enough to sit there with my black self in the whole room. And then I observed other people going in and out. I saw this white woman, Gen Z woman, obviously works for the company, spotted me, smiled, and I smiled back. The cleaner, bless her, smiled at me. She's like, this is interesting. And then as I was just observing, got my charger and said bye, and I left. And the poor, and I know for a fact that those men that were there having their little business meeting, standing up, like, why are you standing up for? Just sit down, sit your ass down, your tweed quote. Anyway, they're going to go to the little East European receptionist and say, next time, don't let people like her come in, or they'll make up some rule like, because it said everyone is welcome. Everyone includes me, And I would behave myself. I didn't show my activist side. Didn't come out nowhere. I behaved. All I was just doing was observing. I didn't, say things. The fact that there's not one single black woman featured in the whole of that development, which is in a very diverse part of London. There has been so many black women here for the wrong reasons, because the area is known for street walking, but nevertheless, they were still clearly black women. They've been here for hundreds and hundreds of years, and there was not one sign of them on the video. So yeah, I was just wondering, like, do you have an aura? Have you felt this presence? Do you feel people flinch? Do people act different around you when you walk past, even though you try and... Because right now, I really don't care about whether I have an aura or not. I'm embracing my aura. If I make you feel intimidated, or if other people try and make, my aura can definitely make you feel intimidated. I don't care right now, because it's the age of the Aquarius, the age of information, and I feel like we shouldn't have to shrink ourselves because of our aura anymore, because there's many of us like us around, and I'm done with appeasing these people. I'm done with shrinking myself. I'm really done with that. I feel like more of us need to stand up and show our aura even more, because it's needed. It's needed, and a lot of us need to start coming out of the woodworks. And I don't know what it is. I mean, I watched a video the other day about Haile Selassie having this particular aura, but that's because he's from the line of the line of the tribe of Judah, and he carries that King David line. I'm not saying I'm royal. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have any royal blood. We're, obviously I have the same heritage as Haile Selassie, but as far as I'm concerned, my family would mostly like the noble people, like the people that fight for the king. Like, I have no idea whether I have any royal blood or not. Who knows? But I know that this aura sometimes comes up in, performers, people like, Elvis, or I don't know who's the other one who has this aura. Um, Maybe Muhammad Ali or somebody like, and I don't know whether that's connected to bloodline, ancient bloodline. Who knows? Mine? Yes. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the fork. Hazel. Love you. So yeah, I just think it's a really interesting conversation, because I feel like people know who you are, and maybe that's why it's like, I feel like I've definitely been attacked by the evil one's spirit and using other people to attack me. I've definitely faced that in my life, like people switching on me, but it's never bothered me because, I've always had the Most High protecting me and guiding me. And, I've always had his blessing and his protection. But I was wondering if other people have ever felt the same, like ever felt different. Like, I feel like I can read people. Like, I don't know whether it's a power. I can read people. I can look at them